Okay, this is called Big, Bad, and Biological. I love these. Again, we have to start thinking of titles for our paper. So this is about biological weapons. Again, this person in red is their position statement. Although biological weapons can be effective for use in war, there should be strict international restrictions on the use of these weapons. Okay, so this person picked international guards against these mass weapons. And then the restrictions need to be put in place or put into action because the weapons can kill entire populations at a time. So that means this is subtopic 1. We should be looking to see what examples does this author show that there have been mass killings in entire populations that have been affected by biological weapons. So let's look down. Again, here's a historical background paragraph. And here we go. What do they start with? First off, comma, the weapons can kill entire populations at a time. Here's your topic sentence. Biological weapons carry, along with the pathogens, a threat of being used to destroy cities and nations full of life. So this person, again, like the other person, they have kind of a transition sentence. They don't just start into their example, but you can if you want. Okay, so for instance, again, this is our trigger word to show that we are giving a concrete detail. The city of Sverdlovsk, Russia, suffered a loss of hundreds of people and livestock in 1979 because they were located downwind from a biological weapons production plant which released mass amounts of extremely deadly pathogens called anthrax on the city. The anthrax is especially dangerous in inhaling or gas form, which is the way it was accidentally released on the city, making it one of the largest biologically induced death count in history. Block 3. So block is the author's last name. So again, see how that person used about 2 sentences, good complex compound sentences to explain his concrete detail, his example. Commentary. This shows that, see my freebie words? Students use them and it's very effective. This shows that the type of power can take loved ones and entire cities at a time and should not be taken lightly. This killing was said to be an accident and has still killed so many people. A controlled attack could have much more serious consequences than just harming a single city. In addition to, freebie word, okay, telling us there's another example. In addition to the incident in Sverdlovsk, there are multiple other recorded use of biological and disease weapons, including a time during the 14th century when the Tatar army used catapults to launch plagued bodies into the city of Kaffa. Have you ever heard of this?
I remember that.
Yeah. People evacuated the city, bringing the plague to a third of the population in Europe. This single attack began one of the greatest epidemics of a disease in the history of the world and proves that weapons were dangerous then and still are now. Many people are still at risk from today's weapons like those used in the past. As well, almost any disease-causing organism or toxin can be used in biological weapons. So this person, they actually used 2 different sites, Block and Kolarov, to combine the information about this attack of Tartar, okay? This means that because there are so many afflicting and potentially deadly diseases, it is possible that they can all be used on populations in one attack and affect them to a point where they can no longer grow. The more variety and choices there are, the more potentially deadly the weapons may become. This student only used 2 concrete detail chunks. And then he gave his transition. Not only can these weapons bring down nations at a time, but it is even worse how easy they are to obtain and produce. So his first subtopic was about bringing down nations all at a time, right? Killing large populations. His second is about how easy they are to obtain. So he found a way to combine subtopic 1 with subtopic 2 without saying the same exact words. Because what's gonna be in this next paragraph? It's gonna be secondly, and it's gonna give my next subtopic. If my words already said that, that's gonna be extremely redundant, right? So you have to find a way to take subtopic 2 and kind of turn it into a different wording. Okay. So those are 2 examples. I have another one, but I think what I want you to do is I want you to try a couple things. Okay, so you have your outline with you, right? Let's first of all write our topic sentence. So go ahead and take your outline and turn it to the back. So I'm going to stop this.